What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Thursday, September 22nd, and today we're going to be talking about some NFT collections that are heavily undervalued at this very moment, as the current market of NFTs has taken a slight dip. Now, with that said, everything in this video is not financial advice. It's just my own opinion. It's just for entertainment. But maybe this video can be very informational and educational for you to make any investment decisions for yourself. So I'm going to share with you some collections that I think are definitely not just undervalued, but under the radar. So be sure to watch this video throughout its entirety. Stick around to the very end because I'm going to show you my number one favorite NFT collection that I think is heavily undervalued, that I think will be much increased in higher value in the short to coming term. So guys, as always, be sure to like up that button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page, and most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys, let's get right into it. So as you know, a lot of the collections on Magic Eden, there's a ton of collections, and it's a little hard to figure out which ones you want to pick that you think could give you a lot of return on investment, because you want to invest in something that will at least bring some strong ROI, hopefully within the next month, maybe in coming weeks, maybe even a few months. It doesn't really matter, but either way, there are too many projects out there on Magic Eden that really need to be filtered out. And so I think I've done a decent job of finding some projects that I think you guys should definitely look into. So let's go ahead and start with the very first one. Now, this is called the Founders Coin. Now, the Founders Coin is the first ever bear drop. Now, this is a collection of 10,000 founder coins for the OK Bears community. So if you owned the OK Bears, you were airdropped one of these founder coins. Now, these founder coins came out of nowhere. You know, a lot of speculation was going on. What are these coins being used for? But either way, people were airdropped these coins or these NFTs, and people were actually selling these for quite a bit of money. And so we've even seen the prices of these coins go up to even 15 Solana from the last time I've seen. So this is actually kind of amazing that these, well, entry points for these founder coins are around 2.73 Solana. And there's around 632 of these listed as of right now. Now, will these grow in value? Well, let's think about OK Bears. OK Bears is now trading around 60 to 70 Solana. Even with all the hype news around their partnership with IMG and also branching into clothing lines, so forth, so on. So could this potentially go further down the road of massive profit down later on in the road? Well, possibly, you never know. But either way, this is something you cannot ignore for a really good entry price point out of around 2.73 at the lowest time at the time of this recording. So just consider that if you're ever looking for a great entry point for these founder coins. And who knows, these founder coins will be worth something later on down the road. So what's next on our list? Well, let's go ahead and look at this one. This one's called Satori. Now, Satori has been kind of on my radar. I've been hit up by the team, and I actually had an opportunity to mint, but unfortunately I was too late. But this price action has actually gone up and down, but I think that this collection has amazing artwork. Now, the entry point is around 2 Solana, around 647 of these NFTs on the market floor. Now, there are a ton of amazing different traits that are listed right now that you could look into, but what is this collection all about? Well, there's around 5,000 of these NFTs, part of and access to Satori Education and Satori Labs. Now, it's a powerful set of trading and analytic tools. It's the first project that allows holders to order the utility they want to have. Join Satori to gain access to get our Vision Bot, Insight Analytics platform, Satori Boxes, and platform for collaborations. Now, their second focus is on mental health. Apparently, this is something to help with people that have, don't do really well during these volatile times within trading or the NFT space or even the cryptocurrency space. Some people invest with their emotions. And so this is apparently a collection that's supposed to help with just that type of way of living, right? It's supposed to create some meditation that you can experience as a trader, a peace, so that you can trade within this ecosystem without being too heavily invested emotionally, to only focus on your finances and only focus on the business and investors aspect of it. So I thought that was really cool. So either way, there's a lot of different NFTs that you can look out for, but for 2 Solana, it's not bad to have some exposure to this if you're looking to buy one of these. So I think that's something that you should keep on your radar. What else is on my list? Well, we also have Trippin Ape Tribe. Now, Trippin Ape Tribe is currently trading around 9.8 Solana. Now, we've made many videos about this community, many videos about this NFT collection, all the way up from 70 Solana, even down here to 9.8 Solana, which is a massive dip. But what's really great about this is their community. Around 229,000 people follow this collection. And it's the artwork that just cannot be ignored. The founder's really amazing. They already came out with the clothing line, and Valhalla Labs, which is their other parent company, is establishing a new brand to build more clothing lines. They're even working with TDZ, which is an artist who is helping to accelerate that as well. But there are many great deals right here. Like, look at this one. So if you don't know, there are two different versions of these NFTs. So there's one that's like basically the very first edition of these NFTs. And then if you staked your NFTs to earn tribe tokens, get these mushroom NFTs and sacrament NFTs, you could get a little warped visual background, as you can see here. It's more of like an animated GIF. So there are definitely three stages to this. There is the awakened, there is the enlightened, and then there is the ascended NFT. Those are the three stages. So this right now is the awakened, this one's the enlightened, and we don't know what the ascended NFT is going to look like. But either way, this is pretty amazing that these entry price points are so cheap in case you're wanting to buy into these. But right now, if I were somebody, I'd be buying this right now because it's already at the second stage of enlightenment, which is really awesome. So if you haven't already, look for some great trades. And there's definitely some really great ones. I feel like I've seen a crown in here somewhere for very cheap, around 14.5 Solana, when these were selling for well above 50 Solana. Keep that in mind. So there's so many different things you can look out for. So that's one of my favorites on this list. What's next? Something that you can't ignore is Yukio. Yukio is establishing itself as a clothing brand, but maybe much more than that. And they're helping to establish themselves as an agency, as a talent agency for artists, which I think is really cool. Yukio right now is trading around 5.3 Solana, which is also another great entry point. And again, around 957 of these NFTs are circulating right now on the floor. It has fluctuated between 600 to even 1,000. So if you're looking for any great NFTs, this is a great one to look out for. And again, I think that all the projects that I mentioned is quite early. We are early on to seeing these things grow. So can you see Yukio grow over the next few months? I absolutely believe it. This is something that you should not sleep on. And if you can, look for any 3 traits, which means that if you can find any NFT that only has 3 traits on it, mainly a gold body, that's something to look out for. So keep that in mind. There's something so amazing about this. I'll put a link on the upper right hand side if you haven't seen my Yukio video on how bullish I am around this collection. Now, we're coming down to the last 3. Next up is Infected Bears. Now, Infected Bears was a collection created by Infected Mob. And recently, people who held on to any of these NFTs, if it was Infected Bears, Infected Jungle, Infected Slimpus, well, you were airdropped one of these, and it was absolutely free. And now these are really fetching for very, very great entry points of around 11 Solana. Now that's getting a little higher on the price point, and that's why we're paying attention to these at the very end of the video, because these are much higher investments, but I feel like they could be bigger rewards later. So if you're looking at this, the artwork is fantastic, guys. I mean, they're taking the OK Bears designs and just elevating it to the infected level. And I think this is really amazing, and this could definitely pay off later on down the road. So could this potentially moon? I absolutely think so. So the question is, should it be a good entry point for you to get in right now? Well, that's up for you to decide. I'm not here to tell you what to buy. I'm here to just inform you and educate you what's going on out there, what is a great entry point so that you can make the best decision for yourself. So OK Bears is definitely on my list, and next up obviously is Infected Slimpus. Now, we do know about DeGods. We do love the DeGod community. We do love Frank, but also we love Infected Mob's interpretation of DeGods and the Dead Gods. And right now we know that DeGod and Dead Gods are really infamous collections for having really amazing floor prices during a bear market. So Infected Mob created these derivatives, or basically a different version of their DeGods, and elevated it to these transformed infected gods in some way, or an infected Slimpus. So I feel like this is amazing because literally this price of this floor is around 80 Solana to 50 Solana to 30 Solana, now at 15. So if you're debating on getting one of these, I think this is absolutely a great time to think about getting one of these because it's such a great entry point. You never know, if DeGods ends up going up in terms of floor price, if the Ute Mint goes really well, then you can imagine that these are going to do really well. So that's just my own interpretation, but you should definitely make your own decision for yourself. So the last and not least is going to be my favorite, and I make videos about this all the time, is Djin Sweeper. It's around 13.13 Solana. Now the thing is though, there's only a listed amount of around 106, so that is extremely low, and the price will shoot up. And as I mentioned in my other videos before, there's not that many on the floor. If I just go down to this page, down to the very bottom, we are already down at the bottom really quickly. There's not many of these NFTs, again 106. Now, Could this go to the moon? I think absolutely. There's a lot of different updates that I've made in my previous videos, from staking, the Djin marketplace coming up in Q1 of 2023, but also we've had some new releases of merch announcements that have been coming out. And the founder, Yukio, has been really amazing, telling us what's been building behind the scenes. And guys, if you haven't seen our videos, we've been making a ton of these this past week. So if you haven't checked those videos out, I don't even need to post a link at all for those videos. It's just, this collection is just bullish. So I've created a whole different list of collections that you need to look out for. Why is that? The whole purpose of this video is to share with you great entry points. I want you to see where you have your funds allocated to buy one of these. I'm not forcing you to buy this, it's up to you to decide. But now you know the options. Now you know to do your own research, to look at these NFT collections and decide which one do you want to be a part of. And most importantly, as a closing statement, make sure that you're investing into a community. Just don't invest to flip. Sometimes flipping may not happen right away, because sometimes these prices may not flip right away because maybe the market is volatile, maybe it's just trading sideways, maybe there's nothing going on. But you have to invest into the community. What are you getting out of it, right? Maybe you could turn these photos or these NFTs into your PFP or pictures for profiles on your Twitter or any other account. Or maybe there's a community that gives you the best whitelist, the best alpha calls, right? The best allocations towards something, or maybe the best airdrops, right? And that's the whole point, is that that community has to stay active. The founders have to stay active. Their Discord and Twitter pages have to stay active. And that's why looking into these things, that's why I'm trying to show you the best things possible as of right now. And it absolutely could change tomorrow. Who knows? But look at their accounts. Look at what they're doing. Are they consistently building day to day, or are they lacking communication? Because if they are lacking communication, I wouldn't ape into it. So guys, with that said, as always, be sure to like up that button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page, and I hope that you enjoy this video. Until then, I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching Cryptolution. Join our Patreon page for all our private alpha calls, investment strategies, and one-on-one consultations in the link below. Limited spaces are available, so be sure to reserve your spot today. Invest safely, and we'll see you on the next episode of Cryptolution.